Hey there. Quick question. Have you ever stayed in a friendship, relationship, or situation just because walking away felt too scary? Maybe you didn't want to hurt anyone. Maybe you felt guilty. Or maybe you thought it was your fault things weren't working out. But what if I told you the strongest, bravest thing you can do is sometimes simply just walk away? Not out of anger, not out of hate, but out of love for yourself. Hi, my friend. I'm Kimberly. In this video, I'm going to share what I've learned about having the courage to let go, how to spot the signs it's time to walk away, and how to actually walk away with confidence. You'll learn how to start healing, how to set boundaries, and how to begin a self love journey that changes everything. So, if you're tired of settling, if you're ready to reclaim your peace, your worth, and your power, this video is exactly where you need to be. Before I go any further, if you like the content and topics that I share in this space, I would so appreciate it if you would like, subscribe to my channel. It would be such a great help in building a community of sport and growth for so many people who need it today. What it really means to choose yourself. Here's something I didn't understand when I was much younger. Choosing yourself first doesn't make you selfish. It actually makes you strong. We grow up thinking we have to make everyone else happy. We say yes when we want to say no. We stay quiet, keep the peace. We think if I just try harder, maybe things will get better. But here's the real truth about that: you can't pour from an empty cup. Choosing yourself first means understanding that your peace, your energy, your happiness really does matter. It means you're not available for things that hurt you, drain you, or make you feel small. It means standing up for your needs and your feelings and your growth. Even if other people don't quite understand it yet, choosing yourself is not rude. Once you start doing it, you will stop feeling resentful or invisible, and you will finally start healing. This will be the beginning of your self love journey. Choosing yourself is not about pushing others away, it's about showing up for the most important relationships in your life, the one you have with you. Start there. You're worth that kind of love. The signs it's time to walk away. Have you ever felt like something was off but couldn't quite explain why? Your body and your heart will tell you when something's not right. You just have to learn how to listen. Here are some clear signs it's time to walk away. You feel anxious or drained after spending time with someone. You're constantly apologizing or second guessing yourself. You feel stuck, like no matter how hard you try, nothing changes. And you've lost the joy, the motivation, or a sense of who you are. You feel like you're shrinking to keep the peace. These signs are not random. They're your inner compass trying to get your attention. Sometimes emotional pain shows up quietly, not in screaming fights, but in that slow dimming of your light. When you ignore those feelings, it doesn't make things better. It just delays your own healing. If any of those signs felt familiar, I want you to know you're not crazy. And no, you're not overreacting. You're allowed to trust what you feel. That's where change begins. So set some boundaries without feeling guilty. Let's talk about something that sounds simple, but feels super hard. Setting boundaries in relationships. Boundaries are not about being mean, they're about being clear on what's okay for you and what's not. When you set a boundary, you're saying, I love you, but I also love me. You're saying, I want to stay close to you, but not at the cost of my own peace. And guess what? People who truly care about you will respect your boundaries. They might not get it right away, but they will listen and learn. Here's how to start. Use I statements. Instead of you always make me feel bad, try this. I feel overwhelmed when I'm not listened to. I need space to think. Be kind, but do be firm. Boundaries can sound like, I can't stay in this conversation if it becomes disrespectful. I'm not available for that right now. I need time to process before I respond. Practice with small boundaries first, then build from there. Remember, self worth and boundaries go hand in hand. When you value yourself, you protect your energy. You don't need anyone else's permission to set a boundary. Your peace matters, and learning to protect it, that's real self love. The courage to let go, even when it hurts. Letting go is hard, even when you know it's the right thing. Sometimes the hardest part of your self love journey is actually saying goodbye to something or someone you once deeply cared about. Maybe it's a friendship that's changed. Maybe it's a person who isn't growing along with you. Or maybe it's a version of yourself you've outgrown. The courage to let go means saying, this is hurting me more than it's helping me. I need to step away right now. You may cry. You may feel guilty. You may even miss them. But pain doesn't always mean you made the wrong choice. Sometimes it means you finally did the brave thing. Letting go creates space for healing, for peace, for better relationships. I've let go of people I've loved. I've let go of old habits, toxic thoughts, and places I once called home. And every time something better found me on the other side. You do not have to hate something to leave it. You just have to love yourself more. Letting go is hard, but staying stuck is so much harder. How to walk away with confidence. So now you're wondering, okay, I know it's time, but how do I actually do it? Well, walking away with confidence doesn't mean you're not scared. And it means you trust that your peace is worth the risk. Here are 5 gentle steps to walk away with strength. Know your why. Ask yourself, what am I walking toward? Maybe it's peace. Maybe it's self respect. Maybe it's freedom. Then make the decision clear. Write it down. Say it out loud. Your clarity will give you strength. Choose your words with love. If you need to talk to someone, speak honestly but kindly. You don't need to justify your peace. Surround yourself with support. Find friends, mentors, or safe spaces that remind you of who you really are. And give yourself time. Healing isn't instant, but every day you choose you, it gets easier. And remember, confidence doesn't come before the decision, it comes after you walk through the fear. You can walk away with courage, you can do it with love, and you don't have to do it alone. Walking away isn't about leaving someone behind. It's about finally choosing to walk towards yourself. It's time to begin your self love journey. You've made it to the end of this video. That means something really powerful. You're ready to stop settling, ready to set boundaries, ready to start your personal growth motivation journey by choosing you. It won't always be easy, but it will always be worth it because peace, joy, and confidence, they're not found in the approval of others. They're found in those quiet moments where you say, I choose me. I choose to heal. I choose to grow. You have everything you need inside of you already. So take the first step today. You've got this. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. We're building a community of support and growth for those who may need it. And please share your thoughts in the comments. We would love to hear from you. And remember, you truly are not alone, and your story is just beginning. And always remember, do go find your joy, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks again so much for sharing your time with me.